We're coming. At you from the Verizon Center in beautiful Washington, D.C. as the Wizards prepare to take the court.
All right, ready to go?
Looking at the last game for the New York Knicks, it was a win against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
I mean, no stress in that one. The game almost looked like a shoot-around for them. I mean, amazing at how well they shot the basketball.
And even more impressive, Greg, considering it was on the road. I mean, it's rare that you see a team get that hot away from home.
All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. And New York looking at who they've got. Brooks out there with Calderon. Then there's Robin Lopez. Then it's Anthony. And it's Porzingis in at the 4 slot.
And Washington put together a good season against the East last year. Ended up with that 46-36 record, with 30 of those wins coming against the rest of the conference.
So for Washington, their last game, a loss to the Nuggets. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. Wall with it. We're about 1 minute into the first. And there's the pass to Beal. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Beal's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. Lopez a screen. Calderon kicks to Anthony. On the wing, Brooks. Back to Anthony. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Wizards have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Wall dishes to Beal. And Wall kicks to Robinson. Shot clock at 6. Beal the pass to Robinson. And here we go with Brooks running it up the court. And that one's good. Brooks has got his first 2 points of the night.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Now.
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam. Now, Clark, that is just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy.
Oh,
I don't
come
remember
on.
ever seeing a dunk like that in a game. I certainly can't remember the last time I saw
I tell
one.
you what, fellas, you might not see another one like that one for a while.
Anthony dishes to Calderon. Lopez against Dudley. Lopez with the bucket.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
There's a screen by Robinson. Beal with it. He's picked up by Brooks. It's Wall with the drive. And here's Dudley for 3. The shot misses. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Anthony kicks to Calderon. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Now here's Wall. Beal gets a wide open look. Sinks the 3-pointer. Beal's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Wizards. Brooks outside. Dishes it to Calderon. Jacks up a 3. Rebound, Washington.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
There's Beal with the 3. Scoring his 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
And when he's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, it's really tough on the defender. Easy three-pointer.
Anthony drives in. Rebounded by Dudley. Last season, a mixed bag for Wall statistically. Some steps forward, but overall, lower numbers.
Yeah, but, you know, he didn't score.
Look at that jam. I mean, just beautiful. Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Man, you could clock his hang time with an hourglass.
A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Wall's got his second basket of the game.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
The dish to Brooks. From outside, off the mark. Wizards leading by 3. To the left side wing. The 3 from Dudley. Washington gets it back. The open shot by Beal. No good from 11 feet. New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Pulls up on the elbow. Anthony can't hit.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Passes it to Robinson. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, he's got a little bit of Greg Anthony in him. And he has been that leader today. I think he's done a really nice job of moving the ball and distributing it the way it needs to be done.
Well, Clark, I'm glad you referenced specifically why you thought he had a little Greg Anthony. I thought you were talking about the knees, my man. he looked a little hobbled out there for a moment.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Last season ended with the Knicks pretty much packing it in, but Clark, it didn't start out that way.
You know what? Not at all. I mean, the Knicks were picked by many, Kevin, to be a playoff team last season. Clearly, things did not go as planned.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Drew Gooden has checked in for Thomas Robinson, and Porter subbed in for Jared Dudley. Double team on Williams. Nelson with it. He's picked up by Wall. Vujacic kicks to Williams. The shot no good. Now the Wizards take it the other way.
And it became clear, thinking about I mean, it made sense for a team with injuries and being in disarray on the floor to just battle for that lottery.
Here's Wall. There's a screen by Gortat. Beal, that's for 2. Beal with another miss.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
You know, kind of packing it in for the sake of being better in the future can possibly work in New York for a year or 2, but not longer than that. The media will eat you up there if you don't start making some progress towards winning, pleasing basketball.
All with it, and it's Nelson picking him up. Beal, the pass to Wall. Here's Gortat. It's rebounded by Serafin.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Beal against Nelson. That one a little long. Wizards leading by 3. Wall attacking. Down low. Porter dishes to Gooden. Pass to Wall. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. And another miss by Washington.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Here's Serafin. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That's on Marcin Gortat. Washington's offense last year looked solid on paper, but in reality, it was much tougher to defend against. They could hurt you in a number of ways.
And the Wizards, Kevin, could get you in transition, but they could also, as you mentioned, they could get you with their half-court sets. Top 10 in field goal percentage as well as three-point percentage last season.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Dwayne Dedmon comes in for Gortat. And Allen Anderson subbed in for Beal. And Wall kicks to Gooden. Kept alive. The kick out to Wall. Second chance shot. The Knicks pull it in.
And, you know, for the Wizards, it wasn't just how they scored, but who scored. I mean, they ended the season with all 5 starters averaging double-digit points, and that's a rarity.
Williams kicks to Vujacic. Right wing. Here's Nelson. Got a hand on it. Now here's Wall. Pass to Porter. Back to Wall. Shot to end this cold run. The shot is good off the backboard. Wall's got 6.
And thinking back to the Wizards having all of their starting 5 scoring in double digits last year, those are the kinds of teams that coaches hate to plan against. Any given night, one of them can step up and hurt you, and you just couldn't plan for where their points were going to come from.
They retain possession. They retain possession. Shots good by Williams. And so it's Washington with it. Outside, Wall. There's 1:54 left to play in the first quarter. From 10 feet out, Dedmon's shot is off. New York trailing. Thomas passes to Nelson. On the wing, Williams. Stolen by Anderson. Wall against Nelson. The 3 from Anderson. It's rebounded by New York.
Boy, they're fortunate. Defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Outside Williams. And there's the feed to Vujacic. Just 5 to shoot. From deep. Here's Serafin. He kicks it to Thomas. It's tipped. Porter with the steal. Wall against Nelson. Outside, Wall. He dishes it to Gooden. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. And the Wizards lead by 3.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Vujacic. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Left side, Anderson. Kicks it to Sessions. It'll count. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Washington out in front. Up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Wizards?
And it's really about limiting their mistakes. And early on, they've been able to do that here in the first.
And, guys, I like what I've seen from them on the other end, forcing a few giveaways, and that's allowed them to widen that turnover margin.
Sessions out there with Bradley Beal. Then it's Thomas Robinson, and there's Hickson, and it's Dudley in at the 3. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
And, guys, I think each team knows they can win this game, just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Here's Robinson. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And Thomas Robinson has been on a lot of teams here in his short time in the league. Not easy to find a spot when you're always getting moved.
And for Robinson, the trade's way on him as well. Clarkie said last season that he just wants to prove that he belongs here.
Well, you know, he's yet to find the right fit for a team, but the skill set is clearly there. I mean, he's an NBA player. There's no doubt about that. Looked great for Philadelphia near the end of the year as he got minutes with them.
Anthony, the pass to Porzingis. Back to Anthony. New York needs to get off a shot. Ramon Sessions with the steal. He feeds it to Dudley. Sessions dishes to Hickson. Here's the screen. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. And the Wizards lead by 2. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Wizards.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also, how about how well they defended the rim? Not just blocking shots, but also altering them here in this first half.
Feeds it to Sessions. Top of the key, Beal. There's a screen by Robinson. And here's Dudley for 3. No good. The Knicks go the other way with it. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Anthony kicks to Brooks. Some nice passing by New York here. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Porzingis has got it all tied up now for New York. For Washington, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Outside, Robinson. And Beal kicks to Sessions. Shot from the low block. Here's Robinson. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Porzingis has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Anthony, no one around. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
Sessions passes to Beal. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
The 3 ball. Again, the miss by Anthony. Wizards shooting poorly, just 35% so far. The pass to Sessions. Dishes it to Dudley. Now Robinson. They set the pick. Goes back up. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one. New York's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Inside. It's deflected. Stolen by Dudley. Here's Beal. Throws down the breakaway jam.
That is up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
And really, basketball is about rhythm, and that allows your offense to flow better. Now let's see if they can build on it and keep this lead.
Here's Anthony. New York, no good that time either.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter. I mean, the Knicks were bad last year, and it became evident early on. As the season grew older, more and more of their national coverage games were being pulled.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. For the Knicks, losing a lot of nationally televised games, too. It seemed like every time they were on, they were losing. It might have been a blessing in disguise.
Well, I hope they look at it in a positive vein. It did give them a chance to focus on player development there in New York. Also allowed them to shut down Melo for the season.
Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Washington. Allen Anderson comes in for Bradley Beal. And then for New York, Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Lopez. Vujacic comes in for Brooks. And Jameer Nelson is subbed in for Jose Calderon. Porter dishes to Anderson. 4 on the clock. From past the arc. Shot is off. Good D by Nelson. From deep. And he gets it to go. Anderson's got his first 3 points of the game.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
There's a good screen. Sessions against Nelson. There's the dish to Vujacic. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Washington leading now by 3. To the left wing. Porter. And falls. Great assist by Ramon Sessions.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
Nelson, the pass to Porzingis. Back to Nelson. Passes it to Vujacic. Anthony in the corner. New York, no good that time either.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Sessions against Nelson. Out left to the wing. Porter outside. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Serafin's got his 6th rebound on the night. Vujacic kicks to Nelson. Pass to Porzingis. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, Jay. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Outside Anthony. To the inside. Here's Vujacic. Sinks the triple.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him. And guys, one thing that was obvious to me, last year the Wizards really matured as a team. I mean, they played as if they expected to win instead of a group kind of coming into their own. I thought they just showed a lot more composure and maturity on the court.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. As you said, the Wizards did look more mature last year on the floor with their play. They made sure to add veterans to achieve that. Right?
And not just any veteran, but a future Hall of Famer in Paul Pierce. I mean, his presence on the team, I think, really is what propelled them to achieve new heights. And it also went beyond just Paul Pierce. That roster had a combined 490 playoff games. And that playoff veteran leadership, I felt, really helped this young core to grow.
Nelson dishes to Franklin. Back to Nelson. Pulls up. High post. No good off the front iron. Wizards leading by 4. And here is Bynum. Pass to Oubre. Launches a 3. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound. New York's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. There's the pick. Nelson outside. Jordan inside. Working on Gooden. The shot by Jordan, no good. Washington's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Anderson can't get it to go.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
Bynum with the steal. The feed to Gooden. From deep. Offensive rebound. Oubre, no one around him. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Oubre's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Kicks to Franklin. 6 on the shot clock. Trying to get back on track. O'Quinn can't hit.
You love the closeout on that possession.
Excellent defense, active, and he made it a very tough shot for him.
There's a screen by Gortat. Now here's Oubre. He's guarded by Williams. Gortat. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And for Marcin Gortat, he was such a good fit for the Wizards last season. Actually, the last 2 seasons.
You know, he runs the floor very well for his size. A terrific finisher, solid in the pick and roll, can make the mid-range. You know, he's been one of the more consistent centers in our league.
John Wall's checked in for Will Bynum. There's a screen. Nelson against Wall. Nelson, the pass to Franklin. The basket good off the assist from Nelson. Franklin's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And you know, he's going to continue to vary those if that's how they're going to D him up.
Nelson against Wall. He kicks to Gortat. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And the thing, Greg, about Marcin Gortat, he's not a high flyer. He's not a super flexible athlete. But he's one of the best centers in the league because he's tough. And he's worked hard on developing his skills. And he always hustles.
Yeah, and he fights for position down low. A terrific screener, does a lot of that dirty work. And he's also very good at passing the basketball. You know, a lot more skilled, particularly in the pick and roll, than maybe people give him credit for. He can hurt a defense in a surprising number of ways.
Jordan kicks to Nelson. Washington with the rebound.
Boy, they're trailing in this game, and they're starting to settle for jumpers offensively.
Yeah, it could work, but I wouldn't take that approach, Clark. They should be fighting their way inside for better looks.
Outside Williams. Franklin for 3. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. That'll do it for the first half. Wizards lead by 8. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Get ready for your Wizard.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment.
Some good play tonight for Bill. He has 11 points, and from downtown, he's buried 3 3-pointers.
Well, when he squared himself up and gotten good looks, he's knocked them down.
The second half just about to get going here. It's been quite a game for Bradley Beal.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
And New York, looking at who they've got. They've got Robin Lopez. Anthony is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Calderon, and it's Brooks in at the 2 guard.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Here's Dudley. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Knicks trail by 8. Anthony dishes to Calderon. Back to Anthony. And there's the foul. It'll go on Jared Dudley. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Here's Anthony. Fade away. And yes, sir, that one drops. Anthony's got the first basket of the second half. That one for New York. Robinson sets a screen for Wall. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Boy, for the Knicks last season, saying it was rough is an understatement. There was a lot of turbulence, and some of it was due to their defense. They just had a difficult time stringing together stops and cutting down opponents' scoring chances.
Brooks with no one around. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul. Drew Gooden has checked in for the Wizards. Dudley with a screen on Calderon. Lopez with the block. Outside Anthony. Now the pass to Porzingis. Bangs home the trifecta. Porzingis has got 11. Well, for the Knicks last season, Greg, the defense a problem for them, specifically how they defended against perimeter shots, and in particular the 3.
38%, Kevin, of the threes against them went in. That was by far the worst in the league, and it's a big reason why they would end the year with the worst margin of victory in the NBA. How about minus 9.3? And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Anthony, the pass to Porzingis. Here's the 3. Anthony's shot is off.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Left side, Wall. Releases. Shot by Gooden is no good.
1 for 5 on offense. A slow start here in the second half.
Anthony kicks to Calderon. Lopez is screen on Beal. Calderon with it. He's picked up by Wall. Here's Porzingis. No good. Gortat with the defensive effort.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
There's a screen by Gortat. Beal from long range. Beal can't get that one to fall.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack. Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
All with it. He's got 10. He dishes it to Gortat. And Gooden kicks to Gortat to end the drought. And yep, couple bounces and it falls. And the Wizards lead by 5.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Calderon against Wall. Lopez a screen. Offensive rebound. Out to Anthony. On the wing, Brooks. He's covered by Beal. Here's Porzingis. The shot misses. And Washington the other way now. So timeout called here. The first for Washington.
And guys, there was a time where people wondered if John Wall could be a team leader. Well, that question has been answered and then some. Unquestioned leader of the Wizards.
On for Wall, Greg, and leading the Wizards, it did take some time. Now he does so much, Clark, for the franchise. On
and off the floor. He's really the face of that franchise and has a chance, in my mind, to be an MVP candidate at some point in his career and is living up to the #1 draft pick hype.
And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. The Knicks also changing it up. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Lopez. Serafin comes in for Porzingis. And Jameer Nelson is subbed in for Jose Calderon. And again, Washington, no good. Knicks trailed by 5. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Anthony. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And right before Carmelo went down with the injury last season, it seemed like he had added the fadeaway to his game, molded a little bit after Dirk Nowitzki.
Carmelo's reasoning was that he had been burned enough by Dirk's fadeaway, he had to adapt.
That's a great fadeaway to borrow from, for sure. I mean, Melo already has a mid-range game, terrific mid-range game, and this shot makes that even deadlier.
Hickson with the bucket. Hickson's got 6.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
And Brooks, here we go. And the call will be against Allen Anderson. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Here's Anthony. 11 points in the game. Just 5 to shoot. The emphatic rejection. Whoops, there's the 20. So it's Washington now, leading by 5. Porter dishes to Hickson. Shoots from the right block. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And just as J.J. Hickson seemed to be finding some rhythm in his career, Clark, last season happened. His production dropped like a rock.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, after 2 straight years where he was starting, last season he was asked to come off the bench. And for J.J. Hickson, that just did not seem to be a good fit.
Derek Williams, he checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And Hickson drops them both.
And getting back to J.J. Hickson, he's forever had the size and strength to get it done. His problems have always been that lack of discipline and an unrefined set of tools. I mean, unfortunately, last season highlighted those flaws.
Wizards leading by 5. Porter with the screen for Sessions. He feeds it to Porter. The Wizards with another miss. New York's gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the 3rd.
Talking about Hickson, every time you count him out, he surprises you with a streak of inspired play. Then every time you count him back in, he puts up a dud. Hard guy to figure out right now. He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
Nelson kicks to Brooks. Brooks can't get that one to fall. Washington's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Williams comes with a double team. Porter passes to Dedmon. Feeds it to Porter. Dishes it to Hickson. Shot clock at 5. Shot left block. The shot is off.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
They set the screen. Nelson dishes to Seraphin. Sessions with the rebound. Wizards leading by 5. Porter outside. And that one's good. Porter's got 5.
And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jump shots.
Sessions against Nelson. And O'Quinn kicks to Williams. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And last year, the Wizards at time played excellent team basketball. I mean, seems like every time a shot went in, it was coming off a pass to find the open man.
And Greg, the Wizards were top 10 in the league in assists, as you were just talking about last season. They were 3rd, Clark, in the league in their assist to made field goal ratio, though.
Beyond those eye-popping stats, the Wizards passed the eye test. I mean, it seemed like most of their buckets came off nice passes.
And Sessions kicks to Dedmon. Porter, no luck. Knicks trail by 6. Seraphin the pass to Nelson. Now the dish to Williams. On the wing, Brooks. On the wing, Williams. Hickson covering. Oh!
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
I'm startled that he would even try something like that at this stage of the game.
Hickson dishes to Porter. Nice ball movement by Washington. Anderson's shot is off.
He continues to struggle from the field. But luckily for him and his team, his teammates have been able to pick him up and get the job done.
The shot by Williams, no good.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one. For J.J. Hickson, he's got 8 points, and he hasn't forgotten to get his teammates involved either.
And he's conscious, I think, Clark, of good ball movement. It needs to be a part of their game plan throughout. Listen, the Knicks finishing at the bottom of the East last season. They didn't go into the season thinking they were in for a rough go, making last season all that more painstaking for the fans.
The Knicks making a switch here. Lopez, he's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Porzingis comes in for Kevin Seraphin. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Derek Williams. And it's Calderon in for Nelson. Back to Anthony. Porter pulls it in. And for the Knicks and their play against the rest of the conference, guys who've been talking about only Clark 11 wins in 52 games.
And you know, Kevin, what's worse is the Knicks were 5-21 at home against the East. No matter how you slice that up, the Knicks had a season that everybody would like to forget in New York.
Here's Anthony. That one goes. Count. Anthony's got 8 points in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Washington calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
It's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Wall's shot is off.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
Lopez passes to Porzingis. From past the arc. And that one's good. Porzingis has got 14 points.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
Yeah, just frustrated by their lack of production offensively, and I can't blame them. I mean, they're getting the looks, but the shots just aren't falling.
Yeah, and the slump that they're having shooting the ball can take its toll on you if you're not mentally strong. So I like this timeout here to try to get those guys reset and refocused.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Wall attacking. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. First trip to the line for him here.
At the line for your Wizards, John Wall.
And that one falls for John Wall.
And they're having a lot of trouble at the line today, and unfortunately it's the kind of day we've seen this team have a lot.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
Anthony drives in. Banked in off the glass. Anthony's got 15 points.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
It's still anybody's game. All right, it's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. The Wizards with the lead. The talented Wall and Beal team up in the backcourt. Thomas Robinson is out there with Gortat, and it's Dudley in at the 3. That's the 5 on the 4 for the Wizards. Outside, Wall. Just 5 on the clock. Good D by Lopez. The Knicks shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. And it's Anthony with the jam.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down. And Robin Lopez, last season, he missed about 6 weeks with that broken hand, but freak injuries aside, he's been pretty durable over the course of his career. Had played in all 82 games the previous 2 seasons.
And Robin Lopez signing a new contract this offseason. He had been significantly underpaid for his production over the last 2 seasons.
And, Kevin, you knew he was due for a raise. 7-footers who impact the game at both ends the way he does are really valuable.
Calderon is screen on Dudley. Vujicic. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got his 4th assist in this one. And Wall kicks to Beal. Passes to Gortat. Right side, Wall. Back to Gortat. Fades away. That's short off the rim. The Knicks with the lead. Anthony with it. Now Beal defending. Anthony, the pass to Porzingis. The feed to Vujicic. Off target from outside.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Dudley, no luck. New York's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Calderon against Wall. Here's Porzingis. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. That's on Marcin Gortat.
Hey guys, Porzingis was almost a rookie last season, but he opted to pull out of the early entry and wait a year for this past summer's draft. Seems to have worked out for him as far as how his draft stock has changed.
Greg, you're right with Porzingis. It made sense for him to wait 1 more year. Clark has a lot to learn, but still comes over, as a much talked about player, a much better player than had he declared last season.
I agree with you, yet he'll still need time to develop, but all the ingredients are there. He's got a chance to be a really good player.
Yeah, the Latvian had a great shot for his height, and he'll be an interesting stretch for in the NBA.
Good call.
Back to Anthony. Pass to Porzingis. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Knicks?
Well, I got to say, one thing that stuck out all game is the consistent penetration they've got.
And how about their post play? I mean, they're getting good offensive execution on the low block.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. You have to like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
I mean, he's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
Catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thank you, guys. I got a chance to hear what Randy Whitman was saying to the team. His message, don't even look at the score right now. We've got to make one play at a time and execute. That's how we'll take this thing home. Kevin, he's trying to keep them focused.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Robinson. And Porter subbed in for Jared Dudley. That one's in there. The Knicks lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Beal. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Porzingis. Now here's Calderon. The open shot, Anthony. And that comes off the assist by Calderon. Calderon's got 3 assists tonight. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Wall's shot is off. The Knicks leading by 3. Anthony kicks to Calderon. Good on the 3-point shot.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
It's Wall with the drive.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
And here's Brooks from outside. And again, New York with the triple.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Here's Wall. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
Anthony up on top. Guarded by Porter. Porter against Anthony. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Anthony's got the lead up to 7 now for the Knicks. And finished off by Porter.
Grown man's power flush with the long hang on the rim at the end of it.
Clark, that could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
And we've seen those kinds of plays get them fired up in the past.
Shoots off the screen. Anthony missing again.
But that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it, "Are you kidding me?"
From outside the arc, it's rebounded by John Wall. Wall's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
You know, even though he's bite-sized compared to the big men on the floor, he's done some really tall work on the boards.
Kicks it to Calderon. The 3. New York, no good that time either. Wizards trailed by 5. Beal dishes the Wall. Knicks with the rebound. Porzingis has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Calderon passes to Brooks. Here's Porzingis. New York, no good that time either. Here's Porter. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. And it's 9 points for Otto Porter Jr. Otto Porter, hailing from a family of basketball players. His mom, All-State in '85. His 3 uncles won state titles. Deep basketball roots.
And how about the fact several of his cousins also won state championships, although Otto is the only one in the family to reach the NBA.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
You know, getting back to Otto Porter's basketball family, it really prepped him to compete. Your family is the first place you learn to navigate and win battles in competition. And that goes for sports and life.
Jared Dudley's checked in for Porter. And a new group in for the Knicks. Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Lopez. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Porzingis. Derek Williams checked in for Anthony. And Nelson is subbed in for Jose Calderon. Here's Serafin. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
And talking about Porter, he certainly has worked hard to improve upon his weaknesses. That's a trait that's often instilled in a man at a young age. And he's not an explosive athlete, but his motor and want to compensate for that. And they've gotten good looks, you know, so that's one reason they're frustrated. Maybe he can come up with something to get them an easy one, maybe get to the line.
Yeah, you know, that may be the answer for them. But you know what else, Greg? Ultimately, I think because they're getting good shots, they'll make a better percentage of them going forward.
Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Derek Williams. And Washington has possession. Now Beal. Right side Wall. Nelson with the steal. He kicks it to Brooks. Up top, Serafin. The pass to Carmelo. Clock at 6. He dishes it to O'Quinn. New York, no good that time either. Wizards trailed by 5. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Brooks. Ahead. Here's Serafin.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Beal's shot is good.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Here's the screen. Anthony drives in.
You know, for Carmelo last season, it was Murphy's Law. What could go wrong did go wrong. After signing Melo to a max deal, the Knicks management expected a bunch from him. But with the new offense and a bad knee, it didn't happen.
That one is no good.
Excellent night for Carmelo Anthony. 22 points and 5 assists. He's gotten after it on the boards for them as well as in the transition game.
And I like the fact that one has really fed into the other.
And for Jared Dudley, a bit of a resurgence last season. Found the team he liked playing for, played much closer to his career numbers than the year before with the Clippers.
Yeah, and that's a great point. I mean, he turned back the clock in almost every category, and I think to your point, a lot of it has to do with the fit. He's on a team in a role that suits his talent, and I think you're going to see him continue to be consistent.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Lopez, he's checked in for Kevin Serafin. Porzingis comes in for Kyle O'Quinn. And it's Calderon in for Nelson. Pass to Porzingis. 5 to shoot. And that one is hammered home.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is. And, you know, going back to Jared Dudley, he helps you in so many different ways. Shoots a lot of threes, yet does so efficiently. He rebounds, he passes the ball. He'll get a little physical, too. He's a valuable vet to have in your locker room.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
And Beal kicks the wall. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And you know what Jared Dudley's nickname was in college? The junkyard dog. I mean, for his toughness and that nose he has for the ball. 2 attributes that have served him greatly here at the next level.
Good game for John Wall. He has 23 points, and his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
You know what? He's the catalyst. He's the reason why this team plays with such harmony. And if his passing continues, they are going to be dangerous.
Well, he did enough there. He made it a 2-possession game, at least.
He feeds it to Beal. Lots of room.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Lopez inside. Dixon covering. And the basket good. Lopez has got the lead up to 7 now for the Knicks.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations, Greg, have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Calderon dishes to Carmelo. .137 left in the... Oh! Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Man, you could clock his hang time with an hourglass.
Dudley, no luck.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
I'll tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
1:24 left in the 4th quarter. Here's Wall. Oh, that's blocked. And oh, here we go. Brooks, nobody back. Can't get it to go. Now Washington takes it the other way.
It's going to take something special for them to come back now.
Well, I would say something special and some luck as well, or good fortune, however you want to phrase it.
Calderon against Wall. Now here's Calderon. Guarded closer. Porzingis passes to Carmelo. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
There's 45 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Wall attacking. It's hauled in by Jose Calderon.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Dishes it to Anthony. Money!
And with that basket, you'd have to think this lead is secure.
I'm almost ready to go there with you, partner. Not quite. I'm hanging around at that 98% mark, so it's just about done, but I need a little more evidence to close the book on.
The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
So it's New York picking up